everyone, I am back with another scrapbooking video for you all today. This one is for that big trip album that I was making as a gift for Christmas. So this is another one of those layouts. This layout is about Westminster Abbey. And I apologize, I do not have the layout in front of me as I'm editing this because it was a gift. And I gave the album as a gift. So I don't actually have the album any longer. That being said, this is a very easy layout, I believe, to replicate should you wish to. I'm using papers from Creative Memories here. I think they're from the fall collection. I forget exactly what it's called. Let me think. Was it Forever Fall? I'm not sure. I don't know that green paper is from that collection. I think that might be from the Simple Stories Safe Travels collection. Because this layout is, of course, from the album where I chose a large kit of supplies to use, all based off the Simple Stories Safe Travels. Now, this layout is purple. When I started making this album, purple was not a color that I was planning on using. However, I sat down to scrapbook one day, not this layout, but a different one, and I was just scrapbooking away, and I used purple. So then I had to backtrack and add more purple to the album so it didn't look out of place. So I'm doing something that I often like to do with scrapbooking pages. I very much enjoy using a full frame around the 12 by 12 paper and then cutting a sheet of paper down 1/2 inch on each side so you get a 1/4 inch frame around all the edges. So for example, if you cut a piece of paper down to 11.5 by 11.5, you will end up with a lovely 1/4 inch frame all around the page. Conversely, you can cut a 1/4 inch off all 4 sides if you wish. I find it faster to just cut down 2 sides. However, if there's a pattern paper that you're using that has something that's very centralized, like maybe some kind of sunburst design, you might want to cut it down on all 4 sides just to keep that design central. But in this case, it is polka dots, so it didn't matter. Yeah. I'm using a lot of Nicole Jones principles in this album for a couple of reasons. One, because I wanted, and the main one is that I wanted everything to have a very cohesive look throughout the album. Also why I'm using a kit of papers that all coordinates with each other. Also along with that was why I was not going to use purple. So there is no purple in the Simple Stories Safe Travels collection, but that's okay. I made it work anyway. I did ink some of the edges in this album, but not every page. I think it was more just if I felt like inking the edges. I don't think it really had anything to do with the way that it looked or anything to that extent. And no, I'm not putting a pumpkin on this layout. It was just in my little container with all these letters. Let's talk about the letters for a bit. They are a die set from a company called the Ink Road. No. The Stamping Market. Stamping Market. Hold on. I have one of their inks right in front of me. I'll tell you for sure. The Stamp Market. They are a Canadian company. I have only found their product. At least I'm pretty sure they're a Canadian company. Oh, now I don't know. can bug me. Anyways, I have only found their product at my local scrapbook store. I don't think any of the like big online retailers sell their product. And I don't know if you can get that alphabet die set anymore. They make a fabulous ink pad if you are interested. Fabulous ink pad, particularly their new style of ink pad. They had an older style that was manufactured maybe they're not a Canadian company. It says they're in Utah. Interesting. Anyways, they had a different style of ink pad that was I'm assuming produced by Colorbox because it says Colorbox premium dye ink on it. But I find their new ink pads to be better than this one. This one, I don't know, just kind of felt like really flimsy and not quite as nice as the newer one. That being said, they were a lot thinner and easier to store. But I only have one or two of those kind, and most of mine are the new kind, which is the same style as like Gina K, Hero Arts, Simon Says Stamp, Lawn Fawn. It's all that standard oval, arched lid type design. So, but fabulous ink, excellent ink. I really like the colors that I have. I don't have all the colors, but I like the ones that I do have. In particular, their peach ink is amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. It's actually peach, which is impressive. Most companies are either pink or orange, not peach. So this stamp set, I don't show it on camera because generally what I do is I will spend a day and I will stamp a bunch of these out. So I think they're sold separately. You can get the stamp piece and the alphabet is all one large stamp. I think it's roughly like 6x8 size stamp. And so they're all together. And then the die, you line up the die and it cuts them out into these rectangle tile shapes. So you can see the little itty bitty ones that I have underneath that spell out Abby. That's also by the same company. Those ones are just significantly smaller, but same idea. I think it's 4x6 for that size, and you stamp it all together in one piece. I have found the best way to stamp them is using a stamp press. I have a Misty that I use because it does not matter how much I push down on the middle of that stamp. Inevitably, I have to stamp it twice. Sometimes 3 times. So I would strongly recommend using a stamp positioner if you have one. The smaller one does tend to stamp better than the larger one. I don't know why, but it just does. Yeah. So I am using Nicole Jones 911 printables, digital printable files, I guess. For this, I'm trying to remember what that ink color is, and it's bothering me because it's such a different ink, a different shade of green. It might be I'm trying to think what it would be. Right before I made this layout, I had gotten a bunch of new ink colors to take part in a Crop and Create card making event. And so I think it might be one of those colors. I can't quite place it off the top of my head. If you're really interested, I can try and I'll figure it out what the ink color is. You can leave a comment and I will find the green ink color for you and the purple one if you'd like to. I can figure it out. I don't want to do it right now because it'll make a lot of noise. A lot of rustling noise. So I don't want to do it quite at this moment. Apparently, I had a large selection of enamel dots to choose from for this layout. I've been trying hard to use up like enamel dots like you see on that sheet of plastic there where there's, just a handful of them left. I've been trying, like actively trying to get them used up. I have used a couple of them, I will say, which is very exciting for me. Yeah. These heart ones, I don't even know where they're from. I think they're a close to my heart enamel dot from like forever ago. Either that or they're just like Recollections Michael's brand ones. I don't remember. I'm really sorry. I'm sure you can find something similar if you really like them. They're just heart-shaped enamel dots in purple. So I think that's about going to do it for this layout. I'm adding gold color shine. I did use a bunch of gold color shine in this album. That is my last little bottle of gold color shine. It's very sad. I heard she's bringing it back. I heard the Heidi Swap gold color shine was coming back. So here's hoping that that is accurate. If it is, I'm going to purchase a whole bunch. Just saying. I'm going to stockpile it. But yeah. Thank you everyone for coming to watch this video. Please remember to subscribe to my channel so you can see all of my scrapbooking videos as I upload them. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments down below and I will get back to you. Thank you everyone for joining me today. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.